Hi guys, welcome back. Today I bring you good news to all the small, medium-sized, and big businesses. Like we all understand, the human resource management is a very demanding task full of challenges. And so our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare, has made it easier than you have ever seen before by creating a tool that is rather going to make the job not only easier but much fun. And of course, we're talking about one of our products of ONPASSIVE called OSTAF. And today, as you can see on the screen, I am joined by two experienced professionals who are going to tell us what OSTAF is all about and how it is going to revolutionize the human resource industry. So please click the thumbs up button, subscribe, share, and of course, invite your loved ones so that we can share. And while we discuss, you share your perspective on the chat section. So, Pooja and Andy, you are very welcome to Empowerment Talks once again.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll give you time first of all to quickly just tell us maybe confirm your name that I said it right and tell us what profession you are into and maybe how much experience, how many years have you been in your profession. Pooja, if you may go first, please.
Yes, of course. Thanks a lot, Comfort, and thank you, Andy. We are connected here. Okay, my name is Pooja. I'm from a place called Jabalpur, Karnataka. That is in India. MP, Madhya Pradesh. I'm born and brought up in Karnataka, Bangalore. When it comes to HR, like after my educations in Bangalore, I had been into Mumbai for starting my career, and that is where I started with recruitment. It was part of HR, and from since 2007, I've been into this profession. It's almost 14 years of experience that what I carry. I started from the recruitment, and today I manage the entire system, that is HR management system when it comes to even the recruitment as well as the payroll. It is almost 14 years of experience into these things.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow, that's really big. Thank you for letting us know, Pooja. And over to you, Andy.
Well, I've been in financial services longer than Pooja's been alive. Yes, for my sins, I've been in since 1986. It's a commission earnings only. I've worked for many companies over the years in various different locations around the globe, from the Middle East, South America, and throughout Europe. So.
All right. Thank you. Thank you guys for letting us know. And hello, Sister Fumi. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Papat Habai. We appreciate you all for joining, especially those who are joining from India and Asia. I know it's late night. And of course, thank you for being here with us. So, straight to business, Pooja, if you can, we know you've got a good number of years of experience into this profession. Tell us, first of all, what is OSTAF all about? Just explain what it is to us before you go ahead to say a bit more about that.
Yes, of course. According to me, if I have to brief all staff, it is nothing like any organization. The staff working will have to have a certain kind of process that they have to go through. It might be like their interviews, their joinings, their then it might be the appraisals and everything. So the entire process of the candidate
Mhm.
spending their time in the organization, there is a process defined that is all staff according to me.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Andy, I know that you are actually from another background, but you should have an idea because I know that you always have something to offer. In your own words, on your own understanding, what do you think all staff would be?
Uh, it like you say, it's a complete HR management system. The thing I think is key to a lot of industries is the single sign-on.
Hmm.
If you're doing like Pooja mentioned, interview process, that's one software. If you do the account side for the business or payment systems, that's another side of the business. So you have to sign out, sign in, sign out, sign in.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a complete system under one roof. Single sign on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Pooja. I know I'll always start from you. I have I tried to do a bit of findings to know because so many people are excited about this about all staff, especially business people and human resource managers like you. Right? What are some of the challenges that you in this profession go through, and how do
Uh,
you think on passive is going to make things much better?
there are so many challenges when I go through, like rightly Andy said, like we have so many different kinds of software at this point. If I have to compare being into a level of manager, I have to also manage the team. There is a different softwares that I have to use to track their records. That might be for their attendance, that might be for their performance, and also that might be for their the employee engagement part, where they have the birthdays, anniversaries and things. So we have all different software. Again, the job posting, when it comes to it, is a different software. And we are working on a multiple software at this point. And there are times when there is a crack in the server, or else there is also like some we find hard times, even the Excel getting off from our system. There are so many challenges that comes. Then sometimes when the actual data is asked from us, our system is hanged, and we are not able to give because of the high data that is maintained in the server and things. So it is always like it has been a challenge for me to work on different software. I may have to like share it in OneDrive, Excel, as well as then also keep a backup in my email. So, and also like it is not assured the email would be safe for the long time, because there are sometimes if the server is again high, the email does not it gets auto deleted from the Outlook sometimes. And there are so many challenges like this kind of challenge, especially when it comes to a data of a candidate we face. And also like being into consultancy part, I also have to maintain our client's record. So when a candidate joins and on our payroll, it is always a third party payroll. So what happens is, even I have to have a record of our candidate. And definitely, like when you have lots of data to maintain, it is very difficult when you work on different sites, different portals, to manage this.
Wow. So that seems to be like really massive, and just I'm just confused listening to that, and I'm not sure if I can even do the job because there's so much you have to move from one to the other and so on. However, before we go back to Andy, I would like you to let us know. Now, totally, there seems to be a difference because we're just all over the place about on passive and our old stuff and so on. How is old stuff going to make it different?
Okay, definitely OSTAF. Like when I saw the back office, the features of OSTAF, that really made me to realize that is completely like easy to use, friendly to use. Let me say something. If I have to train my team today on the different portals, I usually take even a fresh joiner. We also hire interns, that is a fresh candidates. So even if I have to train them from the start, it is very difficult to teach them 10 different portals. For example, like now we have for a job posting one portal called RMS Naukri, or else we have the second portal that is where we use for payroll and update, that is Piraya. And once the process starts in, like we have to do the entry that the payroll that the candidate has joined, and to maintain the record, app called Fathead. And also like into the exit. And when it comes to the employee engagement, the fourth app that we are using is this share services for the employee engagement. And the fifth app that we are using to monitor our attendance, the main thing where it comes is monitoring our attendance, we are using is Pufferfish. It is all system. So it is not like I do not have to click my photos or something. I do not know if my team is actually working or something at this point. But when I saw the features of O stuff, it was very easy. One place you're finding all these features, and also even for monitoring your team, you have an access. Also, I saw special features with the webcam and the fingerprints and the face detection. I think getting all this into one platform is really a wow situation for me, because it will easier my life into not even half. I cannot even say it will only easier half. It will reduce my burden into 99%. I'm sure for that. The only part that I have to take care is like I need to monitor the person is really there or not, and that system is also inbuilt in the on passive platform most stuffs. And when I was going through the features, I was very happy, and job posting was so easy in the back office when I did it for the testing part. So there was no there is no hassle to understand how to work on a system. Even a fresher can easily understand the system. That is what I feel.
Wow. So I think after listening to Pooja for this long time, I gave her time to really speak from the professional perspective. Andy, I know that you're a salesperson. So from your own angle, what would you have to say after listening to Pooja?
I think the first point is that there is a massive time saving here. Um, and for any business, a time saving makes a big difference. But if I relate this to financial services and a particular company that I know of, which is sizable, um, they have so many different systems that they have to utilize, and what they actually have is they have different employees to try and deal with the different aspects, because there are so many instead of a single sign-on, there's so many different softwares that you have to go into to monitor everything. Now, you mentioned about the process of interviews and what have you. This simplifies everything. You can cut down the time frame again massively, but you can also pick your potential employees a lot quicker. The training side of things makes life so much easier. So from a sales perspective, if I go to a company, a financial services company, and say, look, not only are you going to save time here, but let's also look at the income potential, because every single consultant that you have becomes a customer of ONPASSIVE. So every single client or employee could become a customer of ONPASSIVE. So there's an income for the business straight away. Now, if I roll that out into customers, and Pooja mentioned customers as well, this particular company I'm thinking of has over 50,000 customers, and they talk to 10 new customers every week. Now, as a salesperson, I might be able to convert 3 or 4 of those, but not all 10. But if you use the system correctly, you could have all 10 as ONPASSIVE customers, in which case you've got another income. Again, we have what's known as orphaned customers. In other words, they haven't got a consultant to look after them. And there's 20,000 of those. One person doing regular connections with these people, again, could bring in a massive income for it. But it's not just the single sign-on side of things. It's the management communication, the team communication, the consultants communication. You're able to send massive files through from one side of the world to the other, instead of being limited and you have to use Dropbox, or you have to use a certain type of software. So there are quite a number of different advantages to using single sign-on and the suite within the the whole package.
Wow. This is so wonderful, and it's so exciting just listening to this. The way how simplified you make it and everything. I think everybody, guys, whoever is joining us now or watching us later, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
All right, sorry. Yes, guys, thank you once again for joining. So I am joined today by Andy and Pooja, and we are looking at all staff, which is a magic, is going to do the magic, take this great relief to human resource managers and the whole industry. And of course, as you're listening to them, make sure you share to your friends and family, and help by subscribing to the YouTube channel you're watching on. We are running live on Andy's channel and on mine. And of course, if you are new to this platform, this is a great business that you just want to be part of. If you are not yet a founding member, watch out for this platform and any other one you are watching on, because any minute from now, we are going to show you how to join and be part of this fund by becoming a reseller. This is a business that everything is done for you. And if you're a business person or human resource manager, or you are in that industry, know that there's something magical here. Just with a click of a finger, after listening to the great professionals I have tonight, everything is done. There is no more stress of moving from one software to the other and back. The back and forth is all forgotten. I think I got you really well, Pooja. So if I really understood you, because I understand that the components, if I'm using the right word, or the features of all staff are stuff like time and attendance management, recruiting and hiring, leave management, payroll management, and all those, which normally, Pooja, you would move from one software to the other to do all of these stuff. Do you mean now that with all staff, you are going to have all of these things on one place? Like you just click and find yourself in there and that's it?
Yes, yes, comfort. And when not only the thing that is exciting is not only O stuff. If I see when being a recruiter as a HR specifically specialized in recruitment. Okay, I take care of entire recruitment part. So we also have a process where we have to take candidates interview through Teams. So again, there is one application that we are using that is like O Connect, the other one. Also, like we have to track the candidates, we have to do their BGV, background verification. That is 90% the candidates give their right details, and 10% still there are the candidates who would not give their details properly. So again, the O tracker would come into a picture where we know like the maximum tracking and tracking of the candidates and things. Also, like if I see mail, yeah, in any professional, a mail would be the email would be the one point of contact to coordinate with the staff or the clients or something. So even mail would come into a picture. So when I say it is O staff is not only giving me a benefit of reducing my burdens into recruitment, but also to the other activities that I hold on into the HR system. So basically, when I see the entire features of OnPassive, including O staff and the relevant other products that would help me a lot in terms of when it comes to recruitment, I'll almost generate my business. Not even I cannot even say even 100% with value added. It is always, I guess it will be more than 1000%. It is a value added to my current business, because almost like for all these applications, each applications, I can always speak of India, because I've been working closely with this application, even finalizing with applications and things. So I know like each portal is costing the cost effectiveness of this each portal is very high, and we have a staff of 800 people working from home from different
Mhm.
locations in India with the present organization. So for person, we have to, at least when I say one recruiter, we have to give them the portal access. We have to give them the login ID and password for all the job portals, their attendance platform. So when I see each portal would cost me more than rupees 1 lakh rupees per year for one candidate. So if I have to manage 800 candidates, it would be like, again the company would have to take 800 into 1 lakh per person. Okay, but same thing when I speak of my own team, I have to monitor them, and we get a monthly targeted budgets. Like you have to manage your team within this targets, budget targets. So it is a very the cost expense is very high, and especially in a consultancy vertical, like recruitment again has two verticals, one from HR, like that would be organizational HR, and one would be consultancy HR. So when it is organization HR, it is better, it is much okay. But when it comes to a consultancy level, yes, there are so many things. One from the candidate side, like committing and then not joining up the organization. The process is very slow, and the cost effective is very high. So O staff will, when I saw the features in O staff, the first thing that was excited was the cost effective is very less. The cost is very less, and the
Mhm.
values are very high. And definitely, this will change change the life of all the recruiters as well as HR people, because getting all the system in one place, and then working on it on an easier way is something above features in on passive stuff.
Wow. Thank you so much, Pooja. So, Andy, I understand that Pooja is like speaking the same language with you because she has said a lot, but I want to sum it up into a bottom line here is it's not only that on passive would take away the challenges, but on passive is offering you the services for less cost and huge, massive values. Do you want to say comment on that, Andy?
Yeah, as Pooja quite rightly said, each individual software for each individual aspect the company needs has a cost attached to it. Now, in sterling, I hear numbers being banded about of anything from 5,000 to 50,000
Hmm.
a year to utilise the system. This is everything
Wow.
under one roof.
Hmm.
Here's where the real interesting bit comes along, because the system that ONPASSIVE has designed is genius. So you come on board to use the HR platform, and let's say, for argument's sake, that there is a cost attached to that. It's going to be far less than you're paying at the moment. But as time goes on, as the group grows, bearing in mind if each individual employee then starts to use the products as well because the company's encouraged them to do so, you've got 800 customers in your okay. So now the company are likely to get paid to use a super value product, a superior product, yeah, instead of having to pay for it. Now that's a win-win in anyone's book, isn't it? Getting paid to use a product that is far superior to what's available today, instead of it costing you thousands and thousands monthly.
Wow.
Uh, no brainer. Sorry.
Yeah. Wow. That's just brilliant. So there's one thing after listening to the old tech pro guys like for a couple of months now, I learned one thing, one expression I never knew because I'm not a techie person anyway. Single sign on. So let's look at single sign-on really quick. What is it in the first place? We just want to give an idea to people watching us because we may be speaking to potential customers. We have business people all over the place. So first, what is single sign-on, and does it really add value to the human resource management industry, given that is one of the key features of, say, on passive? Andy,
Uh,
do you want to take this first?
yes, okay. Absolutely, Comfort. Absolutely. Think about this now. Let's take Marty as a marketing specialist. He would use an email marketing product, so that's one sign-on. We're talking about websites, so that's another sign-in. We're talking about domain name creation. We're talking about email marketing. We're talking about sales funnel. We're talking about the communication side of things. Now that's 5 different products that you've got to sign in, sign out of. But all of this is one single sign-on under one roof. Okay, and that's just a few of the products. There's a suite of products coming out, and it's going to grow each and every month. But if you sign on once, and bearing in mind the security is high because of the type of sign-on that we're doing, then you've got high security, single sign-on, and you're into all of these various different products without having to log in, log out, log in, log out. There's a time saving there, as well as a cost efficiency. So
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely
Wow.
fantastic.
Well, okay, Pooja, I've heard from Andy. He says there's much to single sign-on, and most importantly, security. So, in addition to security, what else? How else is single sign-on in the human resource industry?
Yes, I completely agree. Acknowledge Andy on this, because yeah, security is one of the most important thing that is required at these days too. And yes, when we see the staffing things and when we see the products of on passive, definitely it is like having a high security. Also the features, the cost effectiveness of the products, yes, of course, it is very minimal compared to the other products. And what other thing that excites is the access, easy access of the system that gives. I think there are so many people, like let me say, when I started working as a fresher with the organization, I did not have anyone to teach me. I had to depend on my manager. But I think like in on passive, it is not like that. We have guiders, so there are so many volunteers who wants to teach us the products and want to teach us the features and things. So it is always easy for me and also to my customer to help. Like I can always refer the videos. I can always refer like any product, any job, any product or any job that we take up. It is always understanding level. So when it comes to on passive products, I guess like we'll be having like I'm not really guess, I can confirm and say it, the wow factor would be like easy to understand and easy to like get access.
All right, thank you. Thanks. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, but let's go on. Andy, if you can add, please let me take care of this. Andy, just go ahead and say
No
something.
problem. I there are lots of things that are lots of products within the range that I can relate specifically to my industry. But I love the fact that the company itself, just by using the tools and products that we have, not only can have free and get paid to use the products, but that some of these companies run special events for top performers. Now, if they've got an income coming in from on passive simply because they've used superior products, then all of this extra cash could be used for that purpose if necessary, or for bonuses for customers. It's a customer's birthday, send them a bottle of wine. You've got money coming in. Yeah, it makes such a difference, the little things. And if you've got a system that can keep you in touch with all of those bits and pieces and make a difference to your customer, because it's not costing your business anything, you're getting paid to do it, even better. I mean, I've had clients over the years, many clients over the years, and just remembering their birthday makes such a difference to the customers. We've always worked on a referral basis. So if you do the right job for your customer, they're going to introduce you to others. It means your business grows. Now, with on passive, you've got even more of an opportunity, because this opportunity spreads like wildfire. Yeah. So if you're showing someone something and you're using O Connect, for instance, to contact a customer for the first time, or an employee or potential employee for the first time, they could become a customer of on passive anyway, but they're linked automatically to you because you sent them the details to do a connection. So when you're recruiting, again, you're simply using O Connect. You connect, send them the link. They're now a customer linked to you. Whether they join your business or not, they are a customer connected to you. The system is absolute genius, absolute genius. Never come across it before, but it will make such a difference to small, medium, large businesses, individuals. Huge difference.
Wow, this is just so exciting, guys. If do we have human resource managers or personnel in the house? Drop your comment. Let's hear your perspective. Add to what they are saying. And Pooja, if I understood Andy well, is he saying, because normally many of us, I don't know about you too, many of us and people like myself, we're joining on passive to make money. So is Andy really saying, am I understanding Andy well, that even companies will equally make money by through using these products? Is that the case?
Yes, let me give me an example when he was talking on this. Especially being into as I said, like there are two verticals, like corporate and the consultant. Corporate life is bit easier when it comes to HR compared to the consultancy level. So, being into a consultancy level, there are some consultants still in India pays on performance. Okay, like it is not the monthly like it is not the monthly effort seen of the candidate, the recruiter. I
Mhm.
can say like some there are at times the recruiter has given 100% of their time and dedication to the work, and because of some clients not being to the interview, the candidates get delayed of joining and the notice period gets delayed, and the performance for the month is nil. So the candidate is judged on the performance. So when it comes to performance, there is no actual system to judge the performance. And also what I saw the features in the back office of all staff has a different features, but like we can judge performance based on their daily activities. This is very in some of the organization this applications are used because it is hugely costed when it comes to performance. And like there are still consultancies like if the performance is nil and the where the candidate joining is nil and the performance has been really good of the candidate, like from the recruiter point, they do not see the efforts and the salaries are paid only as a consultant. They would not even get the half of the salary that is committed. So here it is the system, this would change the story. The on passive would change the story definitely. Being into like anyone, even if their candidates has not joined, at least they have at a month and something they'll be making for sure. Being into a customer reseller using the products, they'll be getting repaid. So at least there would be something in their hand instead of zeros. So and also like the for the organization, it will be very easier whoever runs the organization to give this application one, the minimal costing. Second, it would also take care the most of the people who is working in their business. They'll generate something for that. It is not always a zero to them, and at least there would be something the candidate would be taking to his home, her home, and in the month and endings. So it is completely the different situation when it comes to the package and the host on passive products. And has depth you go, there is lots to talk. You can it never completes to like there is something or the other we still forget to describe, discuss, because the features are in such a way like has discussion, then we can correlate, yes, this was the situation and this is the thing. And we have lots of things to talk in on passive products, like especially when it has the discussion takes place, it hits the mind. Whereas when we compare, like yes, as discussed, it will be much easier for everyone making something or the other than nil at the month end.
Wow. So thank you. I'm just learning a lot and nodding, and you can hear many people are just amazed of the information you are giving here. So I think knowledge, they say, is power. We know every day you discover something new about unpassive. This is just massive. Given that since the coming of COVID-19, work from home is now trending more than anything. And given that with all staff, you can manage everything like employee profile, tracking, reporting, and everything put together in one place. Is this like this is going to give more possibilities for people to work from home, work from anywhere? Is that a possibility? I think many people like hearing that these days.
Yes, it is. It is a possibility because as I said, like we have at this point, like the organization that I have associated with, yes, they have an already option of working from home. But as I said, again, the monitoring system is very difficult. The attendance monitoring system is only a application that will be monitoring the system. It is not monitoring me if I'm in the place, if I've entered, if it would not recognize if my husband have started my system or if my family member has started a system and have kept the timer on. But
Hmm.
in all staff we have a system of monitoring. So we need an access to our like it might be eye, so the face recognition, it might be thumb impression. So there are so many things, CCTV involved. So there are so many things, like staff will easier the life for everyone. It's not only from the point of recruiter, it was also point of, with the point of any products that you're using across. There is a system that is going to easier your life in such a way that it was not the I guess the staffing and things, as not only staffing, any products I connect, it would be much easier, like to understand and use them also. Like it will be main thing, as I always say, it will be a correction to corruption, because of the reason being, like so many systems on track and everything in place. Definitely this would be easing everyone's life.
Wow. So, Auntie, would you like to add something to what Pooja just said about the yeah, go ahead, I think.
Yeah, COVID has changed our business dramatically. Before we had to travel to customers, so we meet them in their offices or
Right.
neutral territory like a hotel, for instance, but generally their